behind you. But the storyline goes back to Luka. He gets his 15th technical foul. Now, this one...
He's one away from a one-game suspension, yeah.
And LeBron has a banged-up elbow. Not sure which one. LeBron has a banged-up face. The internet is... Just search LeBron's elbow on the internet right now. It's very funny.
He old, Evan. What you want from him, man? As far as professional athletes go, he's old.
The reason it's funny is every internet troll, I'm one of them, is sitting there, and they're like, wait, which elbow is it? Because he grabbed both of his elbows, which he really didn't because he fell to the ground. He was grabbing one elbow, but it looked like he was grabbing both.
In year 23, everything hurts, Evan.
So he's not sure which elbow.
The man just set the record for made field goals in NBA history.
Which is awesome.
Which is incredible. Passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's wild to play that long and have that level of productivity. But yeah, he got knocked down, got hip checked by Joker, and he hit a funny bone. He just forgot which funny bone it was. What do you want me to say, man?
That in itself is funny. I got to tell you. So Luka gets this technical foul last night. Now, I got to be fair. If it wasn't Luka, we probably all would be like, what is this? Because you watch it back, and he's just standing there, and we don't know what he said. We don't know what he said prior. But you know what? You've earned the reputation where you're the guy that has probably said enough to the ref during the course of the game that even something like that, if you've cursed at the ref 20 times prior to that, and you give that could get you a technical foul. Here is Luka postgame on the reason, in his mind, that he was given a technical foul last night.
Just because I yelled it, I guess that's what he said. But I heard 3 other players saying the exact same sentence and didn't get attacked. And that's my problem. I was trying not to talk at all. It's the first thing I said, no warning or nothing. But I heard 3 other players saying the exact same thing and nothing. So it's just, I don't know what to say.
Obviously, this is a 15, but in previous seasons, you've gotten to 15 and not gotten the one suspension that comes with 16. I guess what for you needs to happen just to avoid it, like during previous seasons?
Don't get another tech.
But you committing that you won't?
We'll see. Can't predict the future.
Okay, so I don't want to defend Draymond's technicals. But Draymond's technicals a lot of times are hard fouls.
Yes, he gets his money's worth on the foul. Yeah,
effort techs in some cases, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's about Draymond mucking it up a little bit.
No doubt.
There's a means to an end. But he gets his money worth out of the technical foul. It's not a tech from chirping.
Right.
At least not at the officials.
So how are you taking this all in as 2 things? A Lakers fan and a former athlete watching an athlete who constantly complains.
Well, here's the thing. You got to focus on the actual game. And last night was an opportunity for the Lakers to gain some ground in the Western Conference standings. And when it's a one-possession game in the last 5 minutes and you got clutch minutes, every single possession, every single thing matters, and everything gets magnified. And unfortunately, we've seen that Luka has a nasty habit of mouthing off to the refs. And because he has that reputation, the refs are quick to tee him up. He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt in that situation. So when you hear the post-game press conference and he's talking about how the ref gave him no warning, you're not going to get a warning when you got 14 technical fouls on the season, sir. It's just not going to happen. It's ridiculous to expect it. So from his perspective, I just don't understand why he can't rein that in to some degree or why he can't channel that toward his opponents. I don't understand why he focuses so much of his ire, so much of his frustration on the referees. You saw it a couple of nights ago. He's chirping at J.J. Redick. J.J. Redick goes to dap him up when he's coming on the bench, doesn't want to have any parts of it. Redick gets in his face a little bit. There's always a healthy amount of tension when you start talking about top competitors, but when Luka directs that type of, I guess, animus toward the officials, that's when it's a bridge too far for me as a Lakers fan and as a former professional athlete. It's one of those things you got to understand. You catch more flies with honey than you do with you know what. So I just don't understand why Luka takes that type of tact when it comes to trying to angle to get calls.
So in layman's terms, Lakers played last night against the Nuggets. Does Luka make them play against the opposition and the refs every night? Is that what's happening here? Because you could say, we got a bad call. Nuno was complaining the other day about the Knicks getting a bad call or not getting a call with Shea. The referees are not out to get the Knicks, nor are they out to favor the Thunder, and nor are they out to favor the Lakers' opposition. But I think you said something very, very good there, which is you've lost the right for a warning when you've done as much as Luka's done.
doubt.
Where now you're playing with the negative, and the refs have every right to do that way. That's not fixing the game. That's not influencing the game. That's saying you got to keep your mouth shut in order to get that warning, and you don't do that.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I understand players needing to talk crap in order to get themselves going. I just never seen a player focus on trash talking the refs more than the opponent. That doesn't make any sense to me. Every time when I played in the NFL, whether it was me, whether it was teammates, whether it was opponents, everybody during the pregame warmups, even during TV timeouts throughout the course of the game, would be chatting the refs up in a very positive way.
Explain, what would that sound like?
Well, hey, how's the family? How's the kids? I don't know this ref's family. I don't know his kids, but I'm asking them these questions. You know why? Because I want the benefit of the doubt as the game goes on. When it comes to those 50-50 calls, I'm hoping that it goes my way because it could be the call that my team needs in order to put us over the top.
So you're asking about his daughter's rec basketball when you don't know his name or his daughter's name to hope you don't get a call against you.
No, that's not true. I know his name.
You don't know his daughter's name.
You know why I know his name? Because we get a scouting report on all of the officials that are going to be working the game the week of.
Okay.
And you make it a point to put faces with first names. And you call them by the first name, not the last name. Call them by the first name. You chat them up. That's what you're supposed to do. But it's a positive thing. Luka's chirping at the refs, and clearly they don't like what he's saying. They don't like his tone to the point where they tee him up. I don't understand why he can't break this habit. But at this stage in his career, this is who he is, and this is what you have to live with. And as a Lakers fan, it is frustrating.
I don't want to go to it was Nico right with the Mavs. Because it was Draymond. You're not going to find a bigger Draymond fan than me. Okay, I love Draymond. Good win last night for the Warriors over the Rockets. The thing that Draymond missed in his show, the Draymond Green show, was that we could have these critiques of what the Mavericks did, and now we're having the same critiques of Luka. Well, it's not Chris Canty's job to fix Luka. It was Nico Harrison's job to fix him.
No doubt.
It is Rob Pelinka's job to fix him. It is JJ Redick's job to fix him. Can he be fixed, or does he lose his unbelievable dominant offensive mindset if he's not doing everything that he's doing during the 48 minutes of the game? Like, is this part of the engine that drives Luka? Like, if you take the complaining away from him, is he a worse player? As odd as that sounds. Is this the ingredients to the cake?
Here's the thing. I don't have the answer to that. But before, you could always make the argument, well, Luka didn't have enough of a veteran presence. Dirk Nowitzki was around with the Mavs, but he wasn't really He wasn't really the same Dirk that we all knew and loved. He's got LeBron James on his team.
I don't think LeBron's saying a word to him.
LeBron is an all-NBA player last year.
I don't think he's saying a word.
You can say he's not saying a word, but you have that influence. You see how LeBron James goes about his business every single day. If nothing else, it's lead by example for LeBron, and yet Luka is not getting any of those learnings in terms of being able to move his career forward in that aspect.
Let me ask you a question on this, though. You just brought up something really interesting.
Go for it.
I'm going to compare it to you and I. Vegas East hates that we get along as well as we do. I don't understand why. Mm-hmm. You do, too. Anyway, there have been moments where we have said to each other, what are you doing? Why even go there, right?
Yeah,
Off the air.
1,000%.
Right? We got to that place.
Yes.
That wasn't initial.
No.
Do you think LeBron has said to Luka at any point, what are you doing? Why the heck are you getting another? Do you realize you're one T away from getting suspended? And we are only a couple of games up on the Phoenix Suns, who, by the way, Kevin Durant's not there, and Devin Booker's been hurt this year. Like, has there been any, to stay in the playoffs versus the play-in, has there been any moment in your mind, if you had to guess, where LeBron said, what are you doing?
I would hope if you don't have that situation, things are even worse than I thought they were with the Lakers. If you can't have that type of rapport with your two best players, if those guys can't in no uncertain terms hold each other accountable, if they can't do that, then this team has no shot at being able to win a playoff series, let alone go on a deep playoff run. There's no chance. So if LeBron James's presence isn't a net positive in terms of Luka in his professionalism, then all of a sudden we got bigger issues. Remember, coming into this season, everybody was excited. The LA Luka diet, he slimmed down, taking care of his body, got with trainers. You were like, oh man, this is, being in proximity to LeBron James is going to have a positive effect on Luka Doncic. And listen, Luka has been awesome this season. He's leading the league in scoring. But this is an element of his game that he hasn't been able to mature past. And if you can't mature under these circumstances with LeBron James in year 23 on your team, still playing at a high level, and J.J. Redick as your coach, and playing with that jersey on, I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
Coming up, did they get one